Daily Devotion with Pastor Balla for August 22nd, 2025. But I have trusted in your steadfast love. From Psalm chapter 13, verses 5 and 6. But I have trusted in your steadfast love. My heart shall rejoice in your salvation. I will sing to the Lord, because he has dealt bountifully with me. Now, these closing verses of Psalm 13 mark a dramatic turning point. David's prayer began with anguish, "How long, O Lord?" and moved through desperate pleas for God's attention. But now, without any indication that his circumstances have changed, he declares his trust in God's steadfast love. This shift from lament to trust reminds us that faith is not anchored in present conditions, but in the unchanging character of God. The word steadfast love translates the Hebrew hesed, a term rich with covenant meaning. It describes God's loyal, unfailing, merciful love, a love that does not waver with our weakness or vanish in our trials. David clings to this love, even when everything else seems uncertain. He cannot see the outcome, but he knows the God who holds him is faithful. From trust springs joy. My heart shall rejoice in your salvation. Salvation here is not limited to eternal deliverance, but includes God's saving help in this life. David looks forward in confidence, rejoicing even before the rescue arrives, because he is certain the Lord will not abandon him. This is faith at work, finding joy not in what is seen, but in what God has promised. The psalm ends with praise. I will sing to the Lord, for he has dealt bountifully with me. Notice the tense, has dealt. David remembers God's past faithfulness, and it fuels his present hope. The God who has never failed him before will not fail him now. Singing becomes an act of defiance against despair and an expression of confidence in God's goodness. This threefold movement, trust, joy, praise, shows us how lament leads to worship. God does not silence our cries of anguish. He uses them to draw us deeper into his love. Our prayers may begin in sorrow, but by the Spirit's work, they can end in songs of thanksgiving. So for us, these verses serve as a model of faithful endurance. Life often confronts us with seasons of waiting and sorrow, where God's presence feels hidden and enemies seem to prevail. But like David, we are invited to anchor our hope in God's steadfast love, to rejoice in his salvation even before it fully appears, and to sing because his past mercies guarantee his future faithfulness. The psalm that opened, "O Lord, how long, O Lord?" closes with, "I will sing to the Lord." That is a journey of faith, from questioning to trusting, from sorrow to joy, from groaning to gratitude. And the same God who carried David through will carry us as well. God's peace and many blessings be with you. And thank you for listening. And please take an opportunity to share this message with others.